Stop investigating the smuggled protocols for now. Jackie got in a car crash this morning. However, the incident report shows it wasn't an accident. We're not sure if they set their sights on you as well. Take a couple of days off, just to be safe. Are they more important than your safety? It's okay. We need to wait for the right moment to catch all of them. As soon as we get new leads, I'll find a way to bring you back in. Use this as a chance to relax and unwind. It's not a bad thing. That's all for now. Stay safe.
Hey, it's me. What you doing? I made a lot, yeah. So I'm wondering how I can spend it. Can you help me out? But I'm not really interested in traveling around the world. It's exhausting, you know. You get sunburned, and what's worse is having to deal with planes. My plans aren't going to involve stuff like that. You should focus on protecting Lincoln City. Thomas and I have been talking about gallery renovations to help elevate its aesthetics. During the renovation, I need to find a place to temporarily store my finished and unfinished pieces. You know I don't have any extra storage space. And after giving it some thought, I've decided that your place is the best option. It's settled then. I'll call the movers right away. Oh, and you don't need to wait at home. You can complete some missions. I'll handle everything myself. Really? That's great. I'll start moving the paintings over.
Rafayel, listen to what the two lawyers have to say first, and don't make any decisions by yourself.
Miss Bodyguard, you're here to see moi? You're just in time. Let me introduce you to Jace and Lynn. They're lawyers. They're here to help me handle a few things.
Someone broke in last night and wrecked the place. Fortunately, everything had already been cleared out because of the renovations. They didn't get their hands on anything.
Don't worry. Thomas already filed a police report. They've pulled footage from the security cameras at the entrance. It's just a matter of time before they catch whoever did this.
Whether they catch them or not doesn't really matter. Nothing was stolen. But they were definitely targeting you. Don't take it lightly. Raphael's previous auction sales are under suspicion for money laundering. The amount of cash being transferred is unusually high.
The auction procedures and processes are also questionable. Many items didn't undergo third-party price evaluations before bidding began. The bidding process wasn't recorded, and the records are inaccessible.
In short, the entire process has left evidence that works against Mr. Rafayel. This complex situation must be dealt with in a meticulous manner.
You might not know since you're not part of our world, but this isn't anything special. First, they engineer a serious problem. Then they swoop in to help when you're desperate. Once you owe them a huge favor, you have to do their bidding. They've been trying to recruit Rafayel for years. They're using the same tricks again. On the bright side, they're only framing you for money laundering and not sending you to the hospital. They're very considerate.
Yeah, I should thank them for being civilized this time. Wait, I was thinking about how I should explain it to you. I'm not asking you to leave, cutie. I won't speak in riddles with you. When I just entered the world of art, they appeared on my doorstep. They were hoping I'd help them out with some stuff. I didn't agree, so they gave me a little surprise. They hired some thugs to dent my car. I guess it's partially my fault, too. I was unaware of those underhanded schemes back then. And aside from not knowing how to be tactful or diplomatic, I was ignorant of preserving people's dignity when turning them down. That's all in the past now, though. Dwelling on it is pointless. You just said it was annoying. Why would I tell you about things that upset you?
Excuse me, Mr. Rafayel. The police just called. They would like for us to go to the station.
Let's go. I have the lawyers with me. Don't worry. You should go home. We can't talk now, but later. I'll tell you everything later. I probably won't have time to feed the fish or water the plants. I can only entrust these very important tasks to you. I also need to trouble you with a matter that's more important than everything else combined. Can you go there and help me get a car repaired? The car from that incident has been sitting in the auto repair shop this whole time. It's time to give it a new beginning.
Who is it? Does your car need to be repaired? Rafayel. Yeah, it's a unique name. And the guy's kind of weird. Did he send you? He sold the car to you? I figured as much. He keeps saying the car isn't for sale. A perfectly good car sitting here for years. He won't fix it, sell it, or say he doesn't want it. He remembers to pay me a fee every year, though. Your friend's an interesting person. Follow me. The car's out back. Scary, ain't it? If this car didn't have good safety features, he would have been in the hospital for months after a crash like this. He only broke his arm. Pretty lucky, all things considered. Yeah, his arm was bandaged up when he stopped by. Of course. How often do I get to see a car this nice in my lifetime? The traffic control people kept pressuring him to get his car, so he had to sneak out of the hospital. He was giving me instructions while answering calls from the hospital staff. He told me he was an artist. Injuring his right arm like that was serious, so he was in a really bad mood. The poor guy seemed lonely. He went through all of that without anyone helping him. You're his girlfriend, right? How's he been lately? What made him decide to get the car fixed? Yeah, that's how it should be. It'd be a waste to let a nice car sit in this junkyard. You finally decided to show up?
It's been a while, Wade. I see you've got quite a few cars out front. Business must be going well? Really? You think you're gonna gain a few centimeters at this point? You want to ask a question or two? Start with the car then. It was on the news. You might still find articles about it if you look it up. I didn't notice them at first. It wasn't until they forced me to turn that I realized what was happening. Fortunately, I wasn't driving too quickly. It could have been worse. Since it was up in the mountains during the middle of the night, a lot of time passed before the ambulance found me. I was basically the new kid on the block. I didn't know anyone. Having no one to call during a moment like that made everything really pathetic. We weren't close back then. It was a long time ago, okay? You don't need to feel angry on my behalf. Though, the whole thing was actually a wake-up call. This city and the art industry, there are a lot of dark sides to them that I never knew about. If I kept being bold and high profile about everything, who knows what kind of trouble I could have attracted aside from them. But things are different now. If someone wants to mess with me, they'll have to go through my bodyguard first. Yeah. You never asked me about why I decided to get the car repaired. Aren't you curious? Have you been watching the news lately? I'm in every headline, you know. I'm not sure how many reporters are waiting for me to show up. I can't be caught on camera walking down the street like a nobody. If I'm gonna make an appearance, It needs to be spectacular. You can tell that it's an exceptional car. I wonder how much time the designers and engineers spent on it. They really poured their heart and soul into every detail. But after a few months in my hands, it was damaged beyond recognition. How could I care for it when I couldn't even take care of myself? Let's return to the auto shop. Wade should be on his way back. Even you learned how to brag after spending so much time with me. What's wrong?
What about the paint job? Do you want to change the color? My paint mixing is as good as anyone's. Just name a color and I'll guarantee you'll be happy with the result.
I'm terrible at picking colors. You decide. Memorize my last interview. By the time you get to the answer for the second question, I'll be right in front of you. Of course it does. Didn't you see who was working in the auto shop every day? Do you want to go for a spin with me? Hello, Mr. Jace.
Mr. Rafayel, I'm ready to submit the rest of the evidence.
All right. I'll bring that painting to your office later.
This completes our evidence collection. No matter how much the other side protests, there's nothing they can do to us.
Thank you for your hard work. We'll schedule a meeting later. Let's stay in touch. I need to go home with you tonight. The painting is at your place. Time for a pop quiz. You get a prize if you guess the correct answer. In this world, you really do know me best. Bingo. The painting at the auction was a forgery. Even the signature authorizing the sale was fake. I never received any payment, and the original is still in my possession. As long as we give this evidence to the police, I'll be cleared of all charges. As for whether the auction house itself is involved in money laundering, that's up to the police to decide. Oh no, I forgot the most important thing. Wait here. I don't have any experience with picking someone up from work. I almost forgot this. It's a good thing the florist's was still open. I want to use all my existing paintings and the new ones I create to pay for your bodyguard services. Simply put, sign your name and every painting I create from now on goes to you. Of course, you can always have Thomas handle things if that's what you prefer. Whatever makes you happy. People with ulterior motives hate dealing with someone like you. You're an outsider who's clearly on my side. It'll stop them from causing trouble. You're a good bodyguard who can keep all those bothersome things away. In that case, you've got yourself a good deal. Why aren't you signing the paper? I admit, I'm a troublesome hot mess. But there won't be a day when you get rid of me, yeah? When I was trapped in this car, I could have saved myself. But at that moment, I felt like I really understood what it meant to be alone and helpless. That's when I wondered, was there someone out there who knew full well that even though being tied to me would bring endless amounts of trouble, she still couldn't bear to leave me alone? You signed it, cutie. You can't back out now. But why did you add an expiration date? You're only willing to take responsibility for me for 1 month? Even if I'm nothing but trouble, I'm the trouble that's bound to you. Perfect. The mood's great and rush hour is over. Let's actually go for a spin. Open the glove compartment. Don't you want to see what's inside? Stare any longer and you'll distract me. You know what I want. We need a more private place. Want to feel the evening breeze? You can't move with this. There isn't any space here, you know. Shouldn't you play along? It's not cold. We can stay here for a bit. The weather's nice. The moon is rounder and more gorgeous than last time. It's because I have my darling Miss Bodyguard. I trust her with everything. With you, I can always look forward to the scenery. Do you remember our pop quiz from earlier? Let's stay for a while longer. I have a surprise for you after midnight. So, remember when we were fixing the car? Your watch picked up energy fluctuations from a protocore. All your questions will be answered in 2 hours. Being my bodyguard, helping me find inspiration, spending a couple of days mixing paints just because of an idea I suddenly came up with. Why do I never think about how my work matters shouldn't trouble you? When will you realize that the distance between us no longer exists? Only 2 hours. It's signed and sealed. You can't back out now. Since last month, there's been an increase in illegally modified cars here. They race from midnight until dawn. Hold on tight. They think we're in the way. I need to step on the gas. Did you spot it? their power source. Wade said that cars have been driving into the park every night lately. He found it strange, but he couldn't investigate. This kind of thing is under the Hunters Association's jurisdiction. It'll be a piece of cake. The one on the right. Did you get it? Hold on tight. I'm turning. They really think they can shake me off that easily? You don't like it?
A prominent art trading group is suspected of protocore smuggling. Currently, they're under investigation. Police say they can't rule out the connections between this group and ongoing money laundering cases.
There is another reason, yeah. This car is great. It can take us to any corner of the world. And you said you wanted to travel. I'm just getting ready in advance. Obviously. What about you, cutie? Won't you come with me? Let me take the wheel. I'll drive us toward an unknown future. You trust me, right? You still have 30 minutes before you can get off work, but I don't mind waiting. I woke up from my afternoon nap and wanted to walk around, so I followed the coast and ended up at the ferry terminal. Whew, I'm tired. I don't want to walk back. Can you pick me up? I left my car at the gallery, but going from your workplace to the gallery isn't exactly convenient for you, yeah?
Here, you have a date tonight, huh?